Hi, I'm DJ Rad Key, and welcome to what is now my 37th vlog in the series. It's Tuesday, July 31st, 2018, and I've spent the last 2 weeks using Ableton class. There is no class today at Scratch Academy, but I do want to talk about Ableton and producing songs, and what types of songs that are available to me, and songs that I can actually make and things that I can do now with this production software. To backtrack, in the past vlogs early on, I said how I was much more interested in DJing than producing. Things could change along the way, and they really haven't. Honestly, I really miss playing with records, we'll just say, playing with controllers, playing with the music as opposed to building and making the music. It's a great part of the educational process and learning how to produce, but I'm so glad that we're going back to playing again, because anything that I couldn't do production wise I can do with playing. It's just much harder unless you practice a lot, and I would rather spend 2 hours practicing a multitude of songs and how to put them together and loop them together with real DJing style than doing it in the studio. But the studio does have its benefits, as in some songs just need a little bit of kick. So I'm just going to dissect the different kinds of songs, and then we'll talk a little bit more about production aspects. But it's obviously, you can start off the top with clean and edited versions, and for almost any rap song out, you'll be able to get edited versions, also called, dirty and clean. It's rare now that rap songs come out and don't have clean versions, unless they're brand new right off the rip, like a SoundCloud or an emerging artist. So they're there. That's not really something you would need to do, but you could do it if you want. And then you also have like the major category of a radio edit and a club edit. So obviously the radio edit would be a song you heard on the radio, but let's say if it's a club-friendly song, there might be a club edit as well that's a little bit longer. Maybe it's contains different drops and different sections have been interworked differently, more for a radio shortened version or a club extended version. So that might be a different variance in 2 songs. You also have remixes, obviously, off the bat. Remix would be like an official remix, would be something like I've created a remix of a track. I contact that artist and say, I've just remixed your song. Are you interested in buying it, purchasing it, whatever? And then that becomes an official remix. An unofficial remix would be if I just grabbed the song, put it in my Ableton software, did a bunch of stuff to it, and then put it out there. It would be a remix, would be an unofficial remix, also called a bootleg. A bootleg. So it's a remixed bootleg, is unofficial. It doesn't have the artist's approval, and you're not getting paid for it. It's just something you've created. Then you have redrums. And redrums are something we are doing in Ableton in class. It's layering drums, different types of drum samples from the Ableton software into songs that need it. And I did Warning by Incubus. It's an awesome song. It's from way back in the day, early 2000s. I love it. It's definitely not club friendly, and me and Fiello just hacked it apart. Actually, I hacked it apart. He put it back together again and made an awesome club edit, a bootleg club edit, I guess you'd say, of this song Warning. So I'll probably put that up on one of these vlogs. I might have a vlog soon that has a combination of all the songs I've been working on, but for now it's still in the early stages. But that gives you an idea of like a redrum, like something that needed a little extra kick, and that song did. Now it's pretty cool. A mashup. Mashup would be if you have 2 songs of different genres, layering them on top together. It doesn't have to be different genres, it usually is. The mid-2000s was a big mashup era, and it was like where artists would take songs from like the 80s or 90s, more rock and pop songs, and put hip-hop lyrics on top. You get the idea. It's going to be something that you are like, wow, I hear 2 songs, and the songs are definitely different, but they work together. And mashups are super cool. I'm definitely a big fan of mashup, and I hope the mashup era comes back. It's tough. It's very tough to do mashups. Good DJs like DJ AM, he's probably the king of mashups. Z-Trip, awesome at mashups. A lot of great DJs out there. A-Track's another one. But mashups were the big thing in the club scene. It's drifted towards EDM. EDM DJs don't really do the mashup thing, but we'll see how music progresses over the next couple of years. You also have transition tracks. Transition tracks would be a song at a much different beats per minute. There's an interlude in between that somehow creates a slowing or a faster pace of the song. So you might go from a song from 100 beats per minute, and then there's a kind of a transition section to drop it down to a 70 beats per minute song. Or vice versa, you could do an 80 beats per minute song, and then something happens in the middle where beats are changing and escalating, and then you get yourself to a 110 beats per minute song. So that's something you do in Ableton. We are working on that next class. You have short edits. We've done short edits where you take the good part of the song, you cut it out, you have an intro, an end, and maybe you do a little something extra special to it. But essentially, it's probably less than 2 minutes, probably less than half the song, with a solid intro, a solid outro, and something that you've done to basically highlight the major part of the song. And then you have instrumentals and acapellas. So simple enough, acapellas is just the lyrics, and instrumental is just the music. And then you have like a rework, refix category, where it wouldn't be a remix. It's still the same track. It's just parts of it have been tinkered with. So let's say like in the middle of a song, something odd happens, and you feel you've improved it by adding a new verse or layering a verse. It's not a remix. It's the same song, but it's a refix. So there's like all the categories of songs and things you can do with Ableton. And here's kind of my controversial ending to this vlog about real DJing. So there also is something you could do with Ableton. You could essentially make your entire set list and hit play when you DJ. And I'm sure some DJs out there do it. And what is real DJing to me, and I've done it from day one, is you've got a song, another song, and you figure out a way to get from song A to song B. That's simple enough. If you're going into the point where you're playing a song and it's got multiple songs transitioning, then that becomes a mix, and you're then playing a mix. And playing a mix is not real DJing, with this exception. If you're a guy like Tiesto and you're playing Tomorrowland, or any big DJ playing a huge event, then you can do the press play thing, because it is your music, you've created the mix, and due to the high production cost and high production demands, it would be much, much tougher and riskier to real DJ at a big event. So for example, I'm Tiesto, I'm playing the final slot at Tomorrowland in Belgium, and I'm real DJ. I'm going from my song to my song, and there's problems with equipment or things come up. I have fireworks going off. I have lighting. I have this. I have that. One delay of a few seconds could really offset and trigger a stumbling effect of what happens around it. So if, let's say, he's real DJing, he hits a loop, does this, does that, and boom, he's 10 seconds behind or ahead, and then the fireworks go off and the light changes at an odd part of the song, it affects the production value, and it feels that would impact the people's cost, then I get it. I completely understand. I would never knock these DJs making millions and millions of dollars. But if you're a low-end DJ, mid-tier DJ, and you've got the chance to real DJ set, never play a mix. Never play a mix. It's an opportunity of a lifetime to real DJ. So never play a mix. That's just my advice. And I could go on Ableton, and now knowing how to use the production software, I could create an entire mix of all the songs I play anyway, and just say I don't take requests or hope no one makes requests, and just hit play, move it up, and every one of my transitions would be incredible. And again, I've spent all week, I've done the work, I've done the homework. It's not somebody else's mix, it's my mix. But just hitting play and going up and down would be pretty lame. So that's just my opinion. Share yours in the comments below. But man, if you're not going from song A to song B, unless you've got fireworks and dancing girls and waterfalls and shooting stars, like, it's time to figure out how to mix. So that's my take. Hope you enjoyed this vlog. Again, be good to people, be nice to strangers, and you never know, life could always give you a good turn for the better, and things could always get good. Again, peace.